salutations, and welcome to Game 2 of the 2025 CCM World Invite, where this afternoon, Sky Rockets in flight, afternoon delight, as the Chargers will take on the Kensington Valley Ravens. Good afternoon, everyone, and I'm joined by cameraman, engineer extraordinaire, Lucas Leiferman. Lucas, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon.
I appreciate your remarkable discipline to avoid candy since we've been here. I actually saw you eat oatmeal this morning.
I did. I'm very healthy
I
today.
couldn't believe it. Like I was shocked, shocked. And you have held me back from going to Tim Hortons repeatedly because there's a box of Timbits calling my name.
We even passed that donut shop that driving past it, looking through the window, I could tell the donuts were about the size of a frisbee.
I would have driven that minivan right into the front of that store to get some of those donuts, but I did eat a salad for lunch so I could have donuts later. But
That is true. I witnessed that.
that's true. And it wasn't taco salad for those of you at home wondering. Well, we're here and we're getting ready for game two. If you joined us this morning, you saw the Chargers play an exceptional game, winning 3-1 over the Saints from St. Clair Shores.
Yep.
Um,
Great game.
it was a great game. Daphne Robinson had a goal. Uh, Maddie Floyd had two goals. Drouse had an assist. Olivia had to make some big saves in the third period because we got a little casual, as I like to say,
A little bit.
a little casual.
I think it was a combination of being casual and the other team decided to show up in the third period.
They did. I think they woke up. It was an early game. This pregame show in the crease is brought to you by our proud partners. Starting off, it's General Shale. They're America's largest producer of clay brick. And since 1928, they're more than just bricks, they're building communities. Another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is American Family Insurance agent Kevin Freidig. He wants to put all of your dreams under one roof. Visit Kevin at his location in Littleton at 10288 West Chatfield Avenue, Suite 302, or give him a call at 932 6333, and that's in the 303 area code. So, Lucas, we had the opportunity to have a pregame conversation with the coaches, and we recapped this morning game. We talked about what they need to do this afternoon, and a lot of what needs to happen is, as he said, more of the same.
Yep.
Repeat, copy, paste, whatever you want to say there. The Chargers will be in their home whites for this game, and they'll take on a Kensington Valley team that in the rankings was actually is higher ranked than the Chargers and higher ranked than the team we played this morning. So another Detroit area team, so kids that probably got to sleep in their own bed, probably missing a half day of school today, maybe a full day.
Yep.
But the Chargers will have their hands full against the Ravens. For the Chargers, we will have a completely full lineup. And by that, I mean every player on the roster, to include Ava Simon, is here for this game today.
Which is great to have.
It really will be. We'll be able to see the effort that we need. So for the Chargers, with this realignment, the only question that comes to my mind is how is this going to affect that cohesion? You talked about that a little bit this morning. They came out, there was a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. I honestly think that Saints team underestimated the Chargers.
Absolutely.
You know, the conversation, and we heard rumblings about it. Oh, this is just a public school program. These girls aren't very good. Um, and, you know, the conversation we had, it isn't about how you look, it's about how you play.
Yep.
So, for the Chargers, we'll, it's a rather short, oh, they're just testing the clock. Okay, just seeing what's going on here. There'll be likely two on ice officials, of course, our esteemed off ice official. And I want to give a little shout out to Dr. James Robinson. He was the executive of the year for Colorado for paramedic services.
Yes.
And if you know James, he of course gives credit to everyone around him.
Yep.
But if you know James as a person, it doesn't surprise you at all that He earns such recognition. And what I love about James is that he'll take care of this team. He's a mentor. He's going to provide the medical needs for the girls. I mean, he brings his doctor bag with him, and he just does those things. So it's all part of the great community that we have, like our so many of our great sponsors. Another proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is Bread and Salt. For those of you that watched the early game, you probably had a chance to go enjoy Bread and Salt. It's a classic breakfast and lunch
I hope
restaurant.
so.
Yeah, I hope so too. Featuring fresh and flavorful sandwiches and more. I personally like their omelets. I know you like their French toast.
Yep.
It's it's simple, but it's eclectic. I think that's a nice way to put it. They have two locations, Lucas. One in Lakewood, one in Frisco. Can't go wrong in either one.
Nope.
All right. For the Chargers, Lucas, we talked about what the coaches want to see. What do you want to see from the broadcast booth here today?
I'm with Coach Brown. I want to just watch and repeat. Um, I want to see the cohesion continue, the good passing, the good shooting, all the stuff that they've been working on. I think is clearly coming together. And the biggest thing is we had an early morning, lots of travel yesterday. Is just keeping up the intensity and the energy.
Absolutely. It's right in front of you right now. We can really set ourselves well for tomorrow by taking care of business today. For the Chargers, it looks like, again, which is unusual, we'll have the numbers advantage over a local team. And us coming from altitude, coming here to lower elevation, there's no reason we shouldn't be able to skate this team out of this
I
barn.
agree. I'm a little surprised at the lower numbers over here.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that all works out. Maybe there's girls playing for several other teams.
Yeah, that could be.
But right now, Lucas, it's time for everyone to put on their favorite listening sweater because coming up next, it's Chargers versus Ravens, live from Detroit, Michigan. Coming up next, girls gather around the net. The strong and familiar voice of Ani Miedema, the heart and soul of this team, leads the team out of the circle. They'll come over to the bench, get final instruction from Coach Brown and his top lieutenant, Coach St. Ange. I want to thank our two on ice officials. Proud sponsor of Chargers hockey is your Colorado State Patrol Association, Lucas. Since 1936, they've been taking care of the needs of all the Colorado State Patrol members in things that affect pay, benefits, and retirement security. The association's been around for 89 years, Lucas, since 1936, which is 1 year less than the agency. So we've been doing it since the beginning.
Nice.
All right. We're going to get you our opening lineups here. At center is assistant captain Emma Bendra. At right wing is Ani Miedema. At left wing is Clara Prill. At right defense is Abby Cruteau. Left defense is Kaya Hewitt. And between the pipes is Olivia Oletsky. Scoreboard shows the wrong score off the get go, but it is 0-0. Flyers win the faceoff. They dump it into the zone. Bendrick goes after it with a head of steam on the forecheck. Puck behind the net. Bendrick going after it. Puck controlled there. Bendrick gets to it. She'll cut to the middle. She'll make a move in. Shoots. Where's it at? It's loose. Shot. Where's it at? And it goes in right off the get go. First minute of the game. And the Chargers go on top 1-0. You crash the net, and good things happen, Lucas. Chargers go on top. Bendra gets an early goal. Miedema comes down the line, and off we go to the races, Lucas, with the Chargers going on top 1-0. Time of the goal, 14:37. Face off into the feet of several players, comes over to the near boards. Chargers get Cruteau, hammers it into the zone. Puck controlled there, loose in front, stepping in front, making a move, pass across right through the blue paint. Ravens get it. Here they come through the zone. Floyd gets a good stick on it. Oh, just under the stick of Story, who had nothing but clean ice in front of her. Quickly to the end boards to collect is Hewitt. Hewitt moves quickly behind the net. She's harassed, gets it off the board. Chargers able to get it up out of the zone. Puck pushed forward into neutral where the Ravens will fire it back in. Cruteau gets a stick on it, one person coming up on her backside, and Floyd is able to get it out of the zone. Puck quickly onto the stick of Williams. She moves with speed through the zone. Williams gets her on one. Power move to the middle. Williams on the back end. She's hammered down by a Raven, never made the shot to the net. Ravens send it around the boards. Holding it in is Drous, but the Ravens push it out. Ravens coming in their blue jerseys trimmed in green. Shot through traffic. Oletsky makes a save with the right pad. Puck controlled there. Ravens quickly moving through it. Williams slows it down, spinning out. Nice job there on the back check by Williams. Chargers come up out of the zone. Moving quickly is Triboulet. Triboulet moves through the zone. She gains the blue line. Triboulet into the middle, shoots right into the belly of the goalie. Put shots on net, and good things happen. 13:07 to go here. Chargers on top. Early goal scored by Bendrit. I didn't see who got the apple on that. Did you?
I did not. I don't remember who had that initial shot.
Face off won there by the Ravens. It's in the near corner. Going to challenge are the Chargers. Three Chargers in the corner coming out with it. Who gets to it? Over to get it is Brooke Harnish. Brooke Harnish with the puck. She's harassed from behind. It goes over to the far boards where it's collected there by the Ravens. Ravens push it up through the middle. Comes to the near side. Ravens with the puck. They chop it into the zone. Hammered off the near boards. It's slowed down there. Chargers try to get it out of the zone, and they do. Puck gets past the initial blockade, but it's going to be icing on the Chargers, so this one will come back into their zone for a face-off on the near dot. Wholesale changes by the Chargers. Fresh legs coming out. Back on defense, you'll have Speed and who's our other D? Looks like maybe Simon.
I believe Simons.
Face off, won there by Bendrick, gets over to Simon, the aforementioned. Here comes Simon. Moves around one. Puck comes up the boards. Puck comes not out of the zone, though. Speed will have to hustle back and get it. Again, Chargers in their home whites, trimmed in burgundy and silver, with a 1-0 lead, moving left to right on your screen. Ravens have it. Played over to open ice. Challenging is Bendrit. Slowing it down is Simon. Simon able to keep it from going deeper. Ravens get to it and quickly fire it out. Simon gets it. She comes up the near boards, plays it through the middle, but it's broken up. On the backside, picking up the puck is Speed. Speed helps push the puck into the zone, but the Ravens fire it back out. Puck onto the stick of Bendrit. She comes into the zone looking for another. Bendrit comes across. She's ridden off the puck, plays it off the side of the net. Shot hits the goalie again. Puck is loose behind the net. Over to get to it first. Gets to the stick of Hewitt, who puts it into the middle, but no one is there. Puck shuttled out of the zone by the Ravens. Back to get it is Hewitt. Hewitt gets to it, plays it up the near boards onto the stick of Ani Miedema. Miedema gets it over to Bendrit, but she has it picked off her stick, though. Collecting it is Daphne Robinson. Robinson has it taken from her stick, but on the back check, she comes in. Puck held there, loose, and it's along the near boards. Ravens able to keep it in. A little bit better job by this Ravens team of getting the puck into the zone than this morning's game. Robinson with the puck has it picked off her stick. Controlling it are the Ravens. They fire it in. Oletsky sends it off to the far side. Puck pushed in on the back check. Puck is loose. Oletsky gets enough of it and it goes up over the net. Puck over to the far side. Story will get it. Can't get it out of the zone. Ravens doing a good job. Floyd is going to have to get some help because she's being harassed on the backside there. Hewitt provides it. Comes up towards Robinson. Robinson quickly gets around one. It's 2-on-1. Here we go into the zone. Robinson comes in, shoots. Oh, save made, but only pushes it up and over. Puck held there. Back into the zone. The Ravens play it. Collect it is Cruteau. Cruteau has it along the near boards. She'll play it up through the middle, but it's intercepted by the Ravens there. Ravens cycle back into their zone and will reset. Coming in on the chase is Leiferman. Leiferman comes over to the near side to challenge. Puck gets past her. You got to stay with her. Don't let her. Puck is fired in. The Ravens will go back and collect. 9 minutes, 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Chargers on top, 1-0 on the goal by Bendrit. Leiferman plays it back towards the blue line, but it's broken up. Ravens send it to open ice on the near side and come up the near boards. Ravens gain the red line. They'll play across. Almost an offside there. Chargers can't get the puck out of the zone on that side. So Hewitt will reverse course up the far side. And Leiferman is chopped up from behind. Puck held there by Hewitt. Hewitt goes behind the net. She finds open ice, and here she comes. Hewitt gains the blue line. She's at the red. Coast to coast, Kaya is activated. Here she comes. Oh, it's peeled off her stick. There was 4 Ravens converging on her. They must have seen that coast to coast Kaya t-shirt in the gift shop. Puck up against the boards there. Puck shot through traffic right on net. Great shot. And here comes the puck back into the zone. That one should have enough for icing, and it will. Icing is the call on the Ravens. The Chargers will get fresh legs on the ice and will bring the faceoff back into the Ravens zone on the far dot. Initial impression, Lucas.
We're doing good. I think this team we're playing's got a little bit more intensity, so
Agreed.
we can't let
Quick
down.
shot on net right there. Flyers shoot again, and there it is! Cleaning up the front of the net. The Chargers get not 1, not 2, but 3 shots on net, and the third time's the charm, Lucas. And at the 8:37 mark, the Chargers, with Clara Prill leading the line, get the goal, go on top, 2-0. Great effort by Prill, just fighting and doing the dirty work. And that makes it 2-0 Chargers. Ravens get the puck. Here they quickly come into the zone, dancing to the middle. Shot through traffic. Oletsky makes a save and pushes it to the near corner. Puck intercepted there. Chargers try to get it out of the zone, slowing it down. Bendrit. Puck comes to the near corner. Looking for support is Miedema. Puck goes behind the net. Triboulet goes over and challenges. Puck back up to the blue line. Shot through traffic. That one goes well wide. Over to challenge. Good job there by me getting the puck out of the zone. Puck fanned on there by the Raven, and the Chargers on the back check intercept the puck. Here comes Miedema. She gains the red line. She'll play it in. She takes on 2 Ravens. I like those odds. Here come the Ravens quickly into the zone. They get around the first layer. They go to the corner, but in hot pursuit is team captain Maddie Floyd. Floyd gets it over to Triboulet. Triboulet is slew-footed. No call there, but she quickly gets back up on her feet. Puck in the corner. Floyd doing battle. Support coming. Puck held off the boards there. Story can't get it out of the zone. Floyd will make sure it gets out now, and the Ravens will reset at center. Puck goes under the stick of a Raven. In on the forecheck comes Miedema. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go here. Chargers on top, 2-0. Puck held there nicely by Floyd. Puck pushed forward by Story. No call there. Nice stick there. Good job on the back check by Robinson. Coming in to support is Simon. Here comes Robinson. She skates through a mess of people, can't get the puck out of the zone. Ravens keep it in. Floyd pops it over to the corner. She'll dig the puck out and get it to Story. Story pins it up against the boards, gets onto the stick of Floyd. Floyd is able to get it out of the zone. In on the chase comes Robinson. She quickly goes after the puck, lines up the player, but the Ravens get to it quickly. Puck across to open ice, where it's picked off there by the Ravens. Ravens collect at center, play it over to the far side. 6 minutes, 20 seconds to go here, first period. Back into the zone. Simon gets the puck. She goes back behind the safety of her net. She'll come out and she'll play it up the boards and get it towards Robinson. Puck is broken up there at the blue line. That's offside on the Ravens. That was too many players on the ice, Lucas. They got away with one there. Quickly coming into the zone. Puck is loose. Puck was into the feet of Oletsky. Ravens get to it. Nice effort there. Oletsky was tied up, and she gets just enough of it to keep it from going in. That puck is shot wide. Puck pinched to the corner. Back to get it is Cruteau. Cruteau fires it around the board to the near side. Puck high off the glass. This one gets out of the zone. In on the chase comes Leiferman. Leiferman, oh, she needed half a step more. Here comes the Ravens on the counter. Up through the middle. It comes onto the stick there Chargers can't get it out of the zone. Shot through traffic. That one's deflected and goes wide. Got to watch those clearances up through the middle, Lucas. That's dangerous. You got to be 110% sure before you do something like that. Shot wide. Puck over to the corner. Going to challenge are the Chargers. Leiferman in battle. Puck comes up high. Harnish goes up to challenge. Puck never makes it through. Good job by the Chargers. Doing battle in the corner is Cruteau. Gets support there from Leiferman. Leiferman gets to it. She goes behind the net. She rattles it around the board and not leaving the zone. Williams challenges and the puck comes out to neutral onto the stick of Harnish. Harnish will fire, tries to fire it in, but it's met with resistance there. Chargers trying to keep the puck in the zone. Blown tire there along the far side. Controlling the puck. Icing is waved off. Cruteau will have to go all the way down to the end boards to collect. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go here. Oh, turnover loose. And the turnover is what leads to the opportunity for the Ravens. And at the 4:22 mark, the Ravens get on the board. And that makes it Chargers 2, Ravens 1. Lucas, they tried the one-timer to hit to the near side, didn't connect on it, and that led to the turnover.
Yep.
Face-off, won there by Bendrit. She'll come into the zone. Bendrit has it chopped off her stick. Puck quickly comes into the zone. Drow slows it down. Back check coming from the Chargers. Puck plays off the boards there, coming out with it. Here come the Chargers into the zone. 2-on-4. I like these chances. Puck held there by the Ravens. They play it off the near boards and they'll push into the zone. Ravens quickly coming in. Back check coming. Miedema gets a stick on it. No call there. That's called hockey, folks. That was just good effort by Miedema to break that up. Puck controlled there by the Chargers onto the stick. Miedema met there by a Charger. They'll dump it in and they'll go for a change. Miedema will hustle in on the forecheck, allow a partial change. The puck is intercepted there by the Ravens. Ravens quickly coming through the zone. Played off the boards. Triboulet gets to it. This one will come into Oletsky and she'll just freeze it rather than try and play it. Smart play there by the goalie. 3:19 to go here, Lucas. Chargers 2, Ravens 1. Ravens applying more pressure here.
They are. We got a good hockey game.
Face-off won there by the Chargers. Onto the stick of Story, who gets it to Robinson. Robinson cuts through the middle. She makes a move. She's harassed from behind. Tries to carry it in, but is muscled off the puck there. Quickly coming into the zone are the Ravens. Nice back check by Robinson. Gets onto the stick of Speed. Speed plays it off the boards. Icing is waved off. This one will go all the way down. In on the chase are the Ravens. Story goes after it. Robinson challenges. Puck held there. Nice job by Simon pinching off the board. Ravens push the puck into the zone. Pushing it back is Speed. Puck pushed forward. Floyd comes in, makes a play on the puck. Puck is loose, and Floyd comes out with it. Floyd plays it off the boards, gets it past the first level of defense. And here comes Robinson into the zone. She has the puck. Makes a move. Everyone flies right by. The Ravens quickly collect them. Simon collects the puck. She'll go back into her zone, plays it off the boards. Uh-oh. Puck comes out of the zone. Can Story get to it? Yes. She's able to tip it towards the open bench door. And the Ravens catching the Chargers on a line change. Shot through traffic. Oletsky knocks it down with the glove. 2:07, the time of that save. Puck chips. And we're going to say this one will have enough for icing. Quick whistle on the icing. It's almost like Old Man Beer League where they call it at just past the blue line.
They're like, they're not going to make it.
They're not going to make it.
It's kind of rude.
A little bit. All right. Minute 59 to go here in the first. Chargers on top, 2-1. Goals by Bendrit and Prill. Puck played to the middle by the Ravens after their faceoff win. Rattling it around the board is Hewitt. Puck, good job breaking up that pass was Cruteau. Challenging in the corner is Williams. Gets onto the stick of Leiferman, who plays it off the boards. Leiferman pushing forward with support by Williams. Puck comes into the zone. Leiferman will come in on the chase. Puck played across to open ice. Over to get it first is Harnish. Harnish quickly to the corner. She's looking for help. Holds it against the board. Leiferman comes in to help. Puck moving along the boards. Leiferman kicks at it, trying to get it to a D, but it goes to a Raven instead. Raven coming into the zone. Puck played to the middle. Chargers are able to push it out. Oh, just slightly behind Williams' back shoulder, but the puck does leave the zone. Leiferman pinches in on the challenge. 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Puck played on the near boards. Ravens get to it. They'll circle in their zone. Harnish will challenge. Puck is pushed forward, and on the recovery is Hewitt. Hewitt goes behind her net, goes far side, puts it off the boards to Leiferman. Leiferman can't control, and the puck is shot down. Cruteau gets it. She'll send it softly up the boards towards Harnish. Harnish gets it out of the zone. After it is Prill. She'll chase. She'll chase. Oh, just a little bit too far in front. Right idea. Prill, who's feeling it, goes after the puck, but can't reach that one before it ices. So with 29.8 seconds left in the period, Lucas, we're going to get ourselves a face-off on the near dot. Chargers on top, 2-1. Settling in on the dot is Bendrit. She ties up the player on the face-off. Coming in to support was Miedema. That some fans could have gone home there, Lucas, with the greatest souvenir ever, a frozen vulcanized rubber disc.
Christmas is coming.
It is. Face off. Nice block in front. Good job by Miedema. She always doing the hard things. Bendrit with the puck comes into the zone. She'll cut to the middle. Bendrit has it. Shoot. That one goes just wide. Puck on the side of the net. Ravens get to it along near board. Ravens send it out. That one should be icing, and it is. So, Lucas, we got 2.8 seconds left. Enough time to win it back, hammer a big puck, and get a quick shot. You got back on D, you've got Cruteau and Hewitt. Face off one there by the Ravens. They send it over to the corner, and that's how the first period's going to end, Lucas.
Sounds like our connection's a little bad, so I'm trying
Is
to
it?
fix it.
Yeah, sorry, folks. We've got spotty Wi Fi in the rink here. Going to see if maybe we can slave in off of an iPhone and maybe give you a little bit better connection. We've got some different options if we need it. Would you like a Verizon or a T-Mobile for a hotspot, sir? Or do you have your own that you want to use?
Well, we're on T-Mobile now, and it's
Oh,
not working too well. Let me see something quick.
which is interesting because it says we have nearly full bars. All right. End of one. Chargers will be going from right to left on your screen. This first period intermission brought to you by Organic Clean Company. Push forward. Ravens have it. They come into the zone. Push to the far side. Hewitt challenges. Bendrit there to support. Puck doesn't leave the zone. Puck is blocked down there. And here come the Chargers up out of the zone. Nice job there by Cruteau. Bendrit is able to win the battle and comes out. She's chopped down right in front of an official, but no call. Lucas, with us being the away team, I don't think we should expect many calls this weekend.
Unfortunately, not.
Sorry for the technical difficulties, folks. We have some issues. Oh, turnover. Here we go. Chargers come into the zone. Robinson ridden off the puck. See if we can capitalize on the turnover in this end. Nice job by Story. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falco. I love to see that. Puck backhanded to the end boards. Story comes in and she'll go after the puck. Puck's going to be coming out of the zone on the stick of a Raven, though. Floyd on the back check pushes forward, has it at her left skate, picked off there by a Raven, and the puck rattles in on Oletsky. Oh, goodness, bouncing puck. Oletsky had to make a pinball save with the right flipper in order to keep it from going in. Story has it. She comes into the zone, moves wide, has a trailer, shot right into the belly of the goalie. No rebound there. Floyd was prowling towards the front of the net. Had it come loose, nothing but a yawning net for Floyd to bury it into. 12:48 to go here. Second period. Chargers are on top, 2-1. Second period hockey brought to you by your insurance agent, Kevin Freidig. Put all of your dreams under one roof. Chargers dreaming of a second win in this tournament. Puck shot in on that. Puck is loose. Where's it at? And there it is! You put it out front, and you know who's going to clean it up? You know who's going to clean it up? That's Maddie Floyd. That's what she does. That's what's on her business card. It's all business all the time. Maddie Floyd buries it into the back of the net and deeper into the nightmares of the Ravens. Chargers 3, Ravens 1.
You know what I love, Larry?
What's that?
Dirty, gritty goals.
Oh, there's nothing better. It's sexy as all get out, Lucas, because that's hard work.
Yep.
Time of the goal is 12:36, and that's goal scored by Floyd. Coming into the zone quickly is Leiferman. Puck stays in the zone. Chargers doing the hard work right now, keeping the puck in. Williams gets around once, goes to the end boards, has it poked off her stick. Puck goes over to the far side. Ravens trying to get it out. Chargers able to keep it in. Hard work done against the boards right now. Chargers keep it in. Shot through traffic. Oh, that one goes off the stick. Hey, those kids back there could have gone home with another souvenir, Lucas. Those hockey players probably don't have enough frozen vulcanized rubber discs.
Can never have enough.
12:01 to go here. Chargers on top, 3-1. Face off won there by Leiferman. Puck goes over to the near boards. Getting the first are the Ravens. Back to keep it in was Leiferman. Harnish sends it over to the far side. Williams hustles over. She's smashed into the boards. Collecting the puck are the Ravens. Ravens have two different lines here. They have a big line and they have a smaller line. And this big line is the one that's given us some fits when they're out on the ice. Shot. Oletsky gets enough of it, pushes it up and over. Puck comes out of the zone, pushed forward there by Williams. Williams collecting their zone, and on the chase comes Harnish. Harnish will come in on the forecheck. Puck plays up through the middle. It's broken up nicely there by Miedema. Oh, puck just gets past Bendrit, and the Ravens bring it into the zone. Getting past Strauss. Shot. Oletsky flashes out, pushes the shot where it goes wide. Ravens can't get it out. Here comes a breakaway. Clara Prill. She's got open ice in front of her. Clara Prill coming into the zone. She stops. Oh, she goes short side and it hits the goalie and they make a save. Keeping the puck in, though, is Bendrit. Bendrit gets it to Triboulet. Triboulet will shoot. That one goes just wide. Puck goes behind the net. Miedema on the prowl. Bendrit tries to keep it in. Puck along the near boards. Triboulet able to fire it back in. Puck held there by Bendrit. Puck comes over to Miedema. Miedema along the near boards. She's hammered in to the board. She's planted into the ice. Nothing's called there. Miedema quickly gets to her feet. Puck over to the far side. 10 minutes, 20 seconds to go here. Second period. Puck will come out of the zone. Miedema reaches back and she'll drag it in. Miedema fires it off the boards, plays it in. Challenging is Bendrit. Over to the far corner. Ravens collect. They try to push it up through the middle, but it's onto the stick there of Speed. Speed gets it to Simon. Simon will cycle back. She's harassed from behind. Simon will play it up through the middle, and knocking the puck down was Speed. Speed has it. She'll play it off the boards and get it out of the zone. The Ravens will collect in front of the Chargers bench. Puck shot in, icing waved off. Back to collect is Simon. Simon gets it to Robinson. Robinson moves quickly into the zone. I thought Robinson tipped it right here along the boards. We have a tough view where we are. Go to camera 2, Lucas, and see if we can get that view.
I think camera two's down.
Camera 2's down. It's probably the technology issues here.
It sounds like we're barely running on one right now, but
all right. We'll see if we can get camera 2 up. 9:37 to go here. Second period. Chargers on top 3-1. Goals by Bendrit, Prill, and Floyd. Puck along the boards, held there nicely. Floyd able to get it out. Gets it onto the stick of Story. Floyd comes in for the support. Puck pushed further into the zone. In on the chase comes Robinson. Robinson chased from behind, moving quickly, has the puck on her backhand, leaves it there for her good friend Floyd. Floyd has it, plays it back to Robinson. Robinson lines it up. Oh, Robinson couldn't get the shot off in time. She'll play it back to Simon. Simon will shoot. That was deflected on the way in. Puck is knocked down. Good job by Floyd. He rotated back to D to knock that entry down. Chargers on the back check, not allowing the Ravens to get set up. Simon able to get the puck out. Story, when she watches that video, she's going to see she needs to come back to that puck just a little bit more. It wasn't going to wait for her. The puck waits for no one, Lucas.
nope.
Here comes the Chargers, though, into the zone. Quickly moving. Onto the stick there. Oh, just past Story's stick. She does reach back with those incredibly long arms, but can't corral the puck. Ravens have it. Poked at. Nice stick there by Leiferman. Ravens come into the zone. Poke check there. Gets around speed. Simon goes over. Oletsky comes out, makes a shoulder save. That one was labeled for the top corner, but Oletsky gets enough of it to slow it down. Puck played into the zone. Chargers will collect. Here they come into the zone. Puck intercepted. Ravens play it up through the neutral zone, and they'll chop it into the zone. Back to get it is Simon. Simon hustles back, gets to the puck, has it on her stick. She'll come up the near side, and she'll play it up through the middle. That one's deflected. They're going to say that one's icing. I understand it was deflected on the way. By the rule of the law, yes, that
Yes.
was icing. And we'll just leave it at that. 7:53 to go here, second period. Chargers on top 3-1. Face off on the near dot. Face off, one there by the Chargers, comes back towards the blue line. The Ravens poke it down to the end boards. Ravens get to the puck, send it over to the far or to the near corner. Leiferman going to do battle. Puck goes behind the net. Puck knocked down there. Ravens through traffic. That one's deflected and goes wide. Comes over to the near side. Collecting the puck are the Ravens. Puck goes behind the net. Ravens looking for the outlet. Send it back to the other side. A little pitch and catch beneath the goal line. Onto the stick of Williams. She plays it off the board. Oh, excuse me, that was Leiferman. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Ravens come in. Oletsky makes the save. Nice effort there on the defense getting the puck out of the danger zone. And now the Chargers come up through the middle. Moving quickly is Williams. Williams will fire it in deep. She'll go in on the chase. Ravens will try to get to the puck before Williams can. They do, and they'll pass it up through the middle. Ravens chip it out through neutral ice. Back to get it is Cruteau. Cruteau gets it to Bendrit. Bendrit tries to poke it forward, but waiting for her are two Ravens. Ravens skate over towards their bench area. It's collected there. Puck comes out of the zone. It'll be picked up in front of the official score box. Ravens have it into the feet. They'll fire it in deep. You know what this is, Lucas? We're seeing what the Chargers do to teams the Ravens are mirroring.
Yes.
Puck comes up the boards. Ravens will collect. They'll play it up through the middle. The Chargers will intercept. Coming ahead of speed is Hewitt. Hewitt lines up, shoots, and that one goes into the glove of the goalie, who uses that for her audition for the glove boat. Smell the glove, Lucas. Smell the glove. 6:16 to go here. Chargers flip the ice, and they'll get an offensive zone faceoff on the far dot. Faceoff won there by the Chargers. Puck played along the far boards. Puck played to the middle, but it's broken up. Chargers looking for that gritty goal that you love so much, Lucas.
Yes.
Prill has it, skating along the near boards. Pinched up against. She comes out with it. Prill moving well this game. Backhand. Oh, looking for it. That was a nice move by Prill going to the backhand. If she gets a little bit more lift on it, the backside of the net was opening up.
Yep.
5:54 to go here. We'll move the face-off to the near dot now. In to take it is Bendrit. Bendrit wins it, gets it back to Hewitt. Hewitt will shoot the puck through traffic. Oh, getting the pad down just in time was the goalie for the Ravens. Nice save. Puck back through the zone, and here comes the Ravens on the counter. Couteau gets it, hammers it out the zone. Nice job there by Miedema. Put a star by that one because that's the kind of play that extends the shift. Bendrit has it. She's behind the net looking for help. Has two Ravens meet her. Miedema's play there to keep the puck in the zone was critical. Puck stays in the zone. Good job by the Chargers. They're able to make changes by their bench now. Remember, second period is the long change. Ravens up through the middle. Broken up there nicely by Floyd. Floyd gets it out of the zone. Ravens will have to reset. Collecting it there is Robinson. Robinson cuts to the middle, moving quickly. Gets around one. Shot loose. She'll get her own rebound. Robinson looking for help. Oh. Floyd got tomahawk chopped from behind there. The net comes off its moorings.
They're not going to call the interference?
You know what? That's for the big leagues, Lucas. You can't call interference. There's two lines. They're doing two people's jobs. It was interference, you're right, but we're not here. Floyd wins the faceoff. Puck up against the boards. It's held in nicely there by the Chargers. Puck rattles around the back boards, and it held off there nicely. Triboulet will shoot. That one's knocked down. Puck stays in the zone, though. Good job by Leiferman. Floyd comes in on the chase. Puck is loose. Up against the boards, it's collected by the Ravens. They'll cycle through the zone, and here they come up through neutral. Ravens with the puck. 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go here in the second period. Chargers on top, 3-1. Goals by Bendrit, Pearl, and Floyd. Oletsky gets a pad on it, pushes it over to the end boards. Puck over to the far side. Leiferman hustles over to get it. Puck slow down there. Robinson pushes it up towards the blue line. Puck stays in the zone by a whisker. Triboulet gets it. She fires it around the side. Over to get it first is Leiferman. Leiferman content to get it out of the zone, but not enough to get a line change. Ravens doing battle along the near boards. Chargers trying to get it out. It's going to be up to Triboulet to hustle back and get it. She plays it off the boards to herself, and here she comes quickly. She gets the puck out into neutral. She'll chase after it herself. Assistant captain Lily Triboulet challenging. Puck is controlled there. Chargers get to it where it's going to be pushed forward. Puck comes up to Robinson. Robinson will get it. She holds it at the blue line. Puck's, oh goodness, Robinson is knocked down right there. I saw the ref either clapping or saying this was incidental, that the two players bumped into each other. Puck held in there. Good job by Robinson keeping the puck in. Robinson fires the puck in. She needs a change. Flyers, Brooke Harnish doing all the hard work. Puck shot. This one will go in on the goalie, and she'll freeze it this time. And no troublemaker, Natalie Williams at the front of the net.
Natalie's good for a gritty goal.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is. That's why she's in that spot right there.
Yep.
Known troublemaker. 3:02 to go here. Flyers on top, or Flyers, Chargers on top. Goodness gracious me. Sorry about that, folks. My other job. Puck along the side net. Chargers have it. Williams back up high, making a move as Bendrit. She finds open space. She comes in. She'll switch places, looking for an outlet. Bendrit pivoting, moving, drawing defense with her, looking for help. Speed comes and pinches it along the boards. Backside help coming there from Williams. Williams and Bendrit working together. Speed has it. She'll shoot. That one flutters towards the net. Goalie gets a blocker on it. Held there nicely by Harnish. Harnish puts it to the front of the net now. And where's it at? It goes just behind the net. Williams gets to it. Oh, she is tripped from behind. There we go. Natalie Williams, known troublemaker, draws the penalty from the Ravens. And they will go to the box, Lucas, at the 2:21 mark for body checking.
I don't know that she was being a troublemaker.
Well, in their eyes, in the Ravens' eyes, she was a troublemaker.
She was borderline assaulted.
Agreed. I'm not going to dispute that. But Natalie doing hard work, doing the good things. So now we'll send out power play unit 1. You've got Bendrit on the dot. You've got Prill on the wing, joined by Robinson. Back on defense are Speed and Simon. Puck behind the net. Chargers have it, looking for an outlet. Bendrit, little give and go there with Speed. Speed will walk in, lots of time and space. Speed looking for it. Puck in front. Oh, the puck will. Everyone was just kind of waiting for someone to take a shot. And the Chargers will collect back in their zone and bring it back in. Robinson cutting to the middle, has the puck, making a move, shoots through traffic. That one goes just wide. Speed cycles down low, plays it to the middle, and the Ravens try to get it out but can't. Robinson has it. Puck played back to the blue line. It's going to be controlled there by Bendrit. Bendrit gets it. Holding the puck is Robbins. Oh, puck comes back into the zone. Robinson takes an angle, gets to the puck. Nice job by Robinson. Short-handed effort here by the Ravens. Back to get it are the Chargers. Coming out with the puck is Simon. Simon has it, plays it off the boards, comes up out of the zone. In on the chase is Prill. Puck slowed down there, held there nicely. Oh, Ravens come in. They've got numbers if they hurry. Cover the backside. Puck goes behind the net. Ravens look for the puck, but on the back check is Speed. Speed sends it over to the near side. We're less than 1 minute remaining here in the period. Miedema's had enough. She'll just dump it in and she'll go get it. Power plays over. Chargers weren't able to capitalize on that. Puck stays in the zone here. Puck fired down to the end boards. Over to get it first is Miedema. Miedema plays it off the back of the net to herself. Puck is still loose there. Right in front. Shot on net. Goalie makes the save. Hewitt has it. She'll shoot through traffic. Goalie pushes it over to the corner. Miedema gets to it first. Miedema spins out of harm's way, plays it to the front of the net.
Another
Another
interference.
slew foot right there. When you take a player down from behind, that is not allowed. Icing is going to be the call on the Ravens. We'll get a face-off, Lucas. 15 seconds remaining, and we'll be on the near dot. Chargers are on top 3-1. Late substitution allowed for the Ravens. They'll mosey their way into the scene. That's how I look when I'm at Costco, just moseying around. Puck along the near boards, held there nicely. Over to challenges Leiferman. She's pushed off the puck. Ravens get to it. They're just trying to get to the ice cut to not give up another goal. The Ravens will push it up through the middle. It's chopped down. And after two, Lucas, the Chargers on top 3-1, but this is a hockey game. So it looks like we're going to get ourselves an ice cut. The Ravens, apparently their locker room is on this back wall here. A little bit different setup here at the Buffalo Wild Wings rink here
Yes.
in Detroit City. Nice facility, 4 sheets. Wi-Fi is a little sketchy, but you know what? Everything has a little freckle here and there, right, Lucas?
Right. Nothing's perfect.
Nothing's perfect. All right. So, Lucas, this second period intermission is brought to you by one of our favorite places, Bread and Salt. Guess what? They're a classic breakfast and lunch restaurant featuring fresh and flavorful sandwiches and more. I believe they're open. It's only 12:30 and lunch. You can order online at breadandsaltfrisco.com. Or if you're up on the lake in Frisco because it's a 70-degree day up there, maybe you go over there and grab a nice lunch and go dip your toe in Lake Dillon.
Sounds a bit chilly.
You know what? It can be, but that's how you get tough in this world. All right, Lucas, after two, Chargers are on top. The only goal that period was scored by the Chargers. Maddie Floyd doing the dirty work at the early part of the period. And I would say that the Chargers had better luck this time in the second half of the period, keeping the puck in the Raven zone, forcing them. Oletsky wasn't asked to do as much as she had been in the past.
Correct.
Well, as the Zamboni comes out and does its magic, we'll give the folks a quick update on how we got to where we are, but it's important to give thanks to our sponsors of Chargers Hockey. You know, maybe if you can't make it to Bread and Salt today, another great spot for lunch, of course, is Smokin' Yards Barbecue. They have 2 locations, one in Denver, one in Idaho Springs. Mention my name, Larry, and ask for the burn end special. Absolutely delicious. The hard part is they're not always available, Lucas. Those burn ends,
They go quick.
they do. You got to hit it just right. You either got to get the first wave right when they open or the second wave around this time of day.
Yep.
Another proud sponsor of Chargers Hockey is Come Sit Stay. They're your all inclusive pet resort. They offer boarding, day play, professional training, spa and exercise services. They're located at 12692 West Ken Carroll Avenue in Littleton. Their phone number is 720 382 7659. If you're planning on traveling for the holidays, but you can't take your pet because maybe you got a loved one that's visiting that's allergic, take them over to Come Sit Stay. They'll be well taken care of. Visit their website at comesitstay.com. Of course, proud sponsor of Chargers Hockey, General Shale. They are America's largest, not just Colorado's, but America's largest producer of clay brick. And since 1928, they're more than just bricks, Lucas. They're building communities. We saw a lot of brick homes here in the greater Detroit City area. I'm willing to bet that some of those bricks came from our good friends at General Shale.
Absolutely.
All right, let's see here. Lucas, let's bring folks up to speed. Number one, we apologize. We've got some inconsistent network connections here. While this facility is absolutely gorgeous, the Wi Fi is a little lacking, and it's busy because this is a 4 sheet ice facility.
Yep, a lot of people here.
A lot of people here. I see a lot of people up in the bar area. I like to call that tappers, like in the movie Wreck It Ralph, where they go to the video game bar. That's the tappers. In fact, weren't you sitting up there when I found you?
No, I was actually down in the lobby.
Oh, were you? Okay, I
I
couldn't
was.
remember. Oh, okay.
I was
Very good.
drinking a Diet Pepsi.
That's a good story. No, he was, folks. He's going to show you evidence of said Diet Pepsi. Of course, you couldn't see that there because it was out of camera view, but no, he was. Um, Lucas, the Chargers came out, and within the first minute of the game, Emma Bendrit found the back of the net, working hard. One of your favorite kind of goals, gritty, dirty. On the score sheet, it says the same. There's no extra credit for wicked hard slapper from the dot.
Nope.
There's nothing for a sweet wrister from the slot. It says goal. And when you can get one in the first minute of the game, it puts the other team immediately on their heels, and that's what Bendrit did. Then, 6 minutes later in the first period, Clara Prill, on just an outstanding effort, navigated through, found the back of the net. Again, that was hard work. It was the third shot that was on that goalie. And if the Chargers will commit to that down low, they're going to find the back of the net more often. And at the and that made it 2-0. But even with all that, the Chargers did make a mistake. They tried to clear a puck over in the far corner. They missed on the pass. It led to a turnover. A player from the Ravens came down that far side dot and beat Oletsky glove side high, and that made it 2-1. And it really, for the rest of the first period, when they got that, I would say it was all Ravens. The Chargers were lucky to come out of that period ahead 2-1.
Correct.
Second period, though, the Chargers would rebound. They would move a little quicker, and at the 12:36 mark, Floyd, again, scooping up those loose rebounds in front. This goalie has shown that there's a tendency to leave the puck where it's available, gets the rebound, and Floyd buries it into the back of the net to make it 3-1. And that's where we stand. Each team has taken one minor penalty. Each team has been successful on the kill. That's good to see. The morning game, the Chargers, the one goal they did give up was a power play goal. So it's good to see the penalty kill rebound and keep the ne'er do wells, the Ravens, from uh, connecting on a power play. So Lucas, we've got a couple more passes for the ice machine here. What do you want to see in the third period for these Chargers to walk out of here with the win?
I want to see them come out and they're going to have to dig deep. You can tell they're getting a little tired. It's been a long day of travel. It was, we had to get up at about 5:30 this morning, which Colorado time's about 3:30 in the morning. They're starting to drag a little bit, so they just need to hold it together for another 15 minutes, play hard, leave it all on the ice, and then they can go back to the hotel and rest up for tomorrow.
That's right. Refuel, rest, be ready for tomorrow. But in front of us is that next 15 minutes, Lucas. For the Chargers, for me, what I want to see is that third period to look like the back half of the second. Keep the puck in the zone. Force Kensington to make mistakes. Force them to turn the puck over. You're going to get those opportunities off those kind of chances, and that will lead to success. Both teams coming out of their locker room now, they'll enter in on that far corner and they'll make their way towards their respective bench areas. Unique setup here on this what is rink 3 of 4 here at the Buffalo Wild Wings facility. Chargers in their home whites trimmed in burgundy, black, and silver. find their way to the bench. There's, I believe, Dr. James Robinson is making his way there as well. The official, the off ice official hits the horn. The on ice officials pop up out of the ground like prairie dogs in a field and come out onto the ice to set the nets. Lucas, fresh, clean ice here. This favored us in the first period. I want to see us capitalize on this again. Chargers will be going from left to right on your screen, so let's see if we can duplicate our success in the first. I want to give special thanks to a couple people, one who's here and the other who's not. Uh, our assistant to the regional team manager, Beth Hewitt, is here. She's taking great care of the team this week. She's out there quarterbacking and doing things for everyone, so thank you, Beth, for that. And full-time team manager, my lovely bride, Rachel. We have a family motto, Lucas. It's called divide and conquer. And when you have two kids that play travel hockey, that's what you do on a lot of weekends is divide and conquer.
Yes.
So thanks to both those wonderful ladies for setting up this weekend. And of course, all the Chargers families that make this what it is. Lots of volunteers here today. I saw Miss Jen Story helping with the locker room monitors, Miss Janine Triboulet. Of course, Dr. J's in the box doing his thing. So there's a lot of work that goes into making this happen. And these girls put out a great effort for everyone at home to watch. All right, Chargers gather round. Final instruction being given. You can hear Ani. I love to hear that. She is the heart and soul of this team. All right, starting the third period at center is going to be Bendrit. At right wing is Miedema. At left wing is Prill. Back on defense is Cruteau and Hewitt. And between the pipes is Oletsky. Chargers win the faceoff and push it into the zone. Getting to it quickly is Prill. She's chopped down. Puck stays in the zone. Chargers have it. Comes back to Cruteau. Cruteau gets it. She shoots. That one's just deflected and goes wide. Chargers looking for the quick score here, trying to keep the puck in the zone. Hewitt has it. She'll play it back over to open ice. Stepping over to get it is Cruteau, but she gives ground and lets the player from the Ravens collect. Ravens collect at the red line. It's chopped down. Cruteau slows it down. Coming in on the chase is Miedema. Puck intercepted there. Puck hits the official and gets onto the stick of Miedema. Miedema finds open ice and gets it to Prill. Prill comes into zone. She has one person in front of her. She'll get it. She'll play the puck in deep. Puck goes to the end boards. The Ravens will collect. Puck to the middle. Shot. Oh, flashing the glove. Nice glove save there by the Ravens goalie. She reaches back and makes the save. Was that Miedema who took that shot?
I think it was Miedema passed it up to Prill.
Prill. Gotcha. All right. 14:03 to go here. We're in the third period. Chargers are on top 3-1. Ravens win the faceoff. They push it around the end boards. Going over to challenge is Floyd. Puck held in nicely there. Puck squirts towards the middle of the ice where it pushed back to the far side. Story has it up against the boards. Story with our hit of the game in the second period. Puck held there nicely by Floyd. Pivoting in and keeping the puck in deeper was Strauss, but the Ravens will play the puck into the zone. Puck off the near board shot. Oletsky makes the save. Tricky little pass there. The Ravens had a grade A chance, but the Chargers are able to keep it from connecting. Ravens with the puck. They play it to the middle. Over to get it is Story. Story gets a stick on it, gets some support from Robinson. Floyd will come over and collect. Floyd plays it off the board, sends it over to the near side. No one there except Ravens. Putting a stick on it is Floyd. She comes back. Puck is loose. Got to move over. Oletsky moves over quickly, and puck is brushed aside. Robinson pushes it up. Ravens applying pressure. Puck shot through traffic. Oletsky gets a pad on it. Collecting the puck is Triboulet. Triboulet sends it around the boards. Gets past Story. Will it leave the zone? Yes. The Ravens have the puck in their zone. They play it back up through the middle. Chargers look a little sluggish to start the third here. They need to dig deep.
They certainly do.
Puck played through the middle. Ravens can't control it. It's going to go onto the stick of Robinson. Robinson quickly comes into the zone. She makes a move, gets around one, but is chopped down by the second. Leiferman in on the chase. She'll get to the puck. Leiferman looking for an outlet. She'll cut to the middle. Leiferman flutters it, and it goes wide. I saw what she was trying to do. It just slid off the end of her stick there. Buy that kid some wax for that stick. Puck held there in the corner. Chargers have it. Try to play it to the middle, but it's broken up. Harnish gets it. Tries to shoot it back towards the middle again, but the Ravens get into the passing lane. Here come the Ravens into the zone. Shot. Oletsky makes the save on the breakaway for the Chargers. Put a star by that one at the 11:49 mark. Puck comes into the zone, moving quickly. Bendrit, or excuse me, that's Speed, not Bendrit, who has the puck. She goes to the corner, support there by Leiferman. Leiferman plays it back towards the blue line. Stepping up to get it is Harnish. Harnish shoots, and the goalie goes down, makes the save, and she'll freeze it. So with 11:31 to go here, we're going to get wholesale change for the Chargers. Well, maybe not on the D line. I guess we're just going to change that. 11:31 to go here. On the dot is Bendrit. One there by the Ravens. They send it around the boards. Going to keep it in is Simon. Puck comes out to neutral. Chargers looking to find that next gear. Collect the puck there. Bendrit gets around one, pushes it forward into the zone. Ravens will collect and they'll play it up through the middle. This puck will go all the way down. Simon will go back and collect. Oletsky barks out that there's trouble coming. Simon moves quickly to the far corner, pushes the puck deeper into the corner, gets support there from Bendrit. Puck back up to the blue line. Puck shot and blocked there by Prill. Puck to the middle, loose, pushed over to the far side. Puck behind the net now. Bendrit will collect. Played off the stick, and it'll come out of the zone, headed towards Miedema. Puck plays over to the far side to the score box. Over to challenges Prill. Puck is shot in. The Ravens content to play it in deep. Simon looks over both shoulders. She'll collect and send it to the near side. Simon has it, plays it off to Miedema. Miedema gets it. She'll push it up out of the zone. She's smushed into the boards. Smushed being a technical term.
Smushed.
Smushed. Puck pushes in deeper. Nice job there at the end of a shift by Clara Prill. Puck at the back of the net. Ravens trying to get it out. Floyd won't allow it to leave. Support there from Hewitt, who'll backhand it deeper into the zone. Story comes in on the chase. 10 minutes remaining here, third period. Chargers on top, 3-1. That's a wishful thinking on my part there. If you dream it, it can come true, Lucas.
Yes.
Chargers with the puck.
Oh boy.
They send it around. Puck pushed up and out. Puck pushed over to the far side now. Over to collect it is Cruteau. Cruteau skates over it slightly. Puck into the feet. Ravens get to the puck. They play it back to the blue line. Puck shot through traffic. Oletsky makes a save. Puck shot high and over. Do a little bit more with that rebound next time. Puck onto the stick of Story. Story's got help in Floyd. And Robinson. Robinson cuts to the middle. Has it roll off her stick. It's collected there by the Ravens. Ravens come into the zone. Cruteau challenges up high. Shot through traffic. Nice back check there by Floyd to make sure that nothing easy. No shot ever taken on the great back check by team captain Maddie Floyd. Here come the Ravens, though. Full head of steam into the zone. They'll shoot. Oletsky makes the save. Puck comes up, but not out. Chargers will get it and push it out of the zone.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, that one, they didn't even have the puck. Puck is pushed into the zone. Harnish goes after it. Onto the stick there of Leiferman. Onto the stick of Williams, who pushes it deeper for Leiferman. Leiferman hit up high behind the neck there. No call. 8:25 to go here. Chargers able to keep the puck in the zone, but the Ravens will push it out to open ice. Over to get to it first is Draus. Draus gets it to Harnish. Harnish pushes it into the zone. Leiferman in the challenge as well. Puck stays in. Harnish pushes it towards the net. It goes wide and over to the far side. Puck along the near boards. Ravens get to it. Intercepted there. Chargers get it. They'll play it in deep. In on the chase comes Williams and Leiferman. They've been out there a little while. Both players should come up for a change soon. 7:45 to go here. Ravens have it. They'll play it up to open ice 2-on-1 developing. Holy hand grenades. Here comes the shot. That one goes high and over the net. Drouse slows it down from behind. Puck loose. That one, danger zone for sure, but it goes wide. Harnish able to push it out. The Ravens get to it. Puck played up and out. The Ravens will collect at center. Puck is loose, controlled there off the boards by the Ravens. Slowing it down though, the Ravens collect at the blue line. Puck into the feet. It's pushed out of the zone. The Ravens will push it back in, and the puck finds open ice. Puck played over to the near side. Ravens cutting to the middle. Crucial line change is able to come out. Oletsky will just smash that puck like it's a bug and will freeze it. And this will allow the Chargers to make a much needed change here with 6:59 to go here in the third period.
Yeah,
Couple
they got hung up out there for a while.
They did. Danger for sure. Chargers on top 3-1. Face off on the far dot taken by Bendrit. One there by the Ravens. That one goes wide. Puck to the middle, intercepted. Bendrit has it. She'll play it up and out of the zone. The Ravens content to collect in neutral. The Ravens play it over to open ice where it's collected there by Prill. Prill plays it off the boards. That one was icing. Clara was about a stride away from the red line. So we'll get icing on the Chargers. We'll bring it back into the Charger zone for a face-off on the far dot. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go here. Bendrit line out. She settles in on the dot. Face-off one there by the Ravens. Chargers come back to collect the puck. They go behind the net. Puck challenge there. Great job by Bendrit not allowing the Raven to get her stick free to get a shot. Ravens in the corner trying to control the puck, setting up. Good chop there from Miedema. Once again, just the hard work that Miedema is willing to do on a regular basis. There's Miedema pushing it up and out of the zone. Great job by Ani Miedema. 6:10 to go here. Bendrit on the challenge. Puck loose. Bendrit in on the puck. Simon gets it. She'll play it over to open ice. She finds Prill, who gets it to Bendrit, who pushes it in deep. Puck played off the boards. Bendrit has it. She'll cut to the middle. Simon will come in. She'll shoot. That one goes just wide. 5 minutes, 50 seconds to go here. Ravens play it over to open ice. Puck doesn't leave the zone. Good job by Maddie Floyd. Here she comes into the zone, allowing her teammates to make a change. Floyd has it. Little give and go there. Puck shot forward there by Simon. Chargers finish the line change. Puck held there. Puck stays in the zone. Good job there by Drouse. Excuse me, that's Story. Story doing battle up against the boards. Gonna have to hustle. Simon's gonna have to hustle. Ravens will get to it first. Simon takes up position on one side. Puck played up and out of the zone. That one's deflected, so icing is waved off. Story in on the forecheck. She'll go over to the near side. Puck pushed over to the far side. Puck played up through the middle. Challenged. On the back check comes Hewitt. Hewitt gets to it. Great job there by Hewitt. She has her stick held. Puck flutters towards the front of the net. Robinson, can she get to it? No, the Raven will get to it and chop it into the zone further, but Cruteau's there on the backside, and the puck goes out into the Raven zone. 4 minutes, 35 seconds to go here. Ravens get to the puck in their zone. Here they come at the blue line. Poke check ahead. Cruteau has it. She'll play it softly over to Hewitt. Hewitt back to Cruteau. Cruteau up the near boards, gets it towards Harnish. Icing is waved off as that one was played along the near boards. Leiferman moving quickly. Gets to the puck. She's chopped down. Looks like everyone's okay. Getting to the puck is Williams. Williams moving quickly. She has speed for days. Has the puck, moving in circles. Dumps it there. Couteau will cycle it down to the corner. Over to get it first is Harnish. Harnish gets to the puck. Plays it to the front of the net. Puck is loose down low. Where's it at? Known troublemaker Natalie Williams with her cohort, Sid Leiferman. Partners in crime, I understand.
They have been for a couple years now.
There you go. 3:53 to go here. We're going to have a face-off in the Ravens' end. Taking the face-off is Leiferman. One there by the Ravens. Ravens have the puck. They play it up to the near boards. They'll play it up into neutral ice. Back check comes from Leiferman. Ravens chop it into the zone. Back to collect is Cruteau. Cruteau gets it over to Williams. Williams pins it against the board, gets some support there from Cruteau. Williams chopped down from behind. Yes, we finally get it. Williams does her magic again, draws the penalty from the Ravens, and the Chargers are going to get another chance on the power play. Williams goes down on the blatant trip by the Ravens, and she'll spend 90 seconds in Hockey Hooskow to think about her life choices.
This should be good. I think we got some fresh legs coming out for the power play.
Absolutely. All right. On the dot is Bendrit. Back on defense are Triboulet and Drouse. Puck one there. Chargers have it. Puck to the middle. Bendrit doing her best to get to the puck first. Bendrit has it. She'll spin in the corner. She's looking for help. Plays the puck. Puck is loose. Getting support there. Bendrit. Oh, am I watching WWE or hockey right now? That looked like a suplex almost. Puck controlled there. Puck up high. Bendrit has it, looking for it. The puck. She loses it in her feet. Back to get it is Miedema. Miedema with the puck gets it to Bendrit. Bendrit down to Miedema. Miedema plays it back up to the blue line. Miscommunication there. Back to collect is Drouse. 45 seconds remain in the power play. 2 minutes and
Offsides.
40 seconds. Here comes Bendrit. Can she catch the Ravens in a change? Bendrit shoots. That one goes wide. Goes over to the far side. Holding it in is Triboulet. Puck to the corner. Chargers have it. Puck to the middle. The Ravens will get it out of the zone. Oletsky will come out and play this one. She'll tee it up, and it goes onto the stick there of Triboulet. Triboulet sees open ice. She makes a move to the middle, has it poked off her stick. Collecting the puck there is Miedema. Miedema fires it in. 10 seconds remain in the power play. Holding the puck in there is Story. Story doing battle. Oletsky bangs her stick to let everyone know that the power play is ending. A minute 55 remaining here. Ravens coming back. Shot. Oletsky gets a glove on it and pushes it up and over the net. Puck slowed down there into the corner. Speed gets it to Story. Story can't get it out of the zone. Puck flutters through the zone. Oletsky almost screened by her defenseman there. Gets the right pad on it and keeps it from going in. Floyd will come back to the puck. Puck chops out of the zone. Here come the Chargers. That's Story moving quickly. She's chopped from behind. She gains the blue line. Story has it, makes a power move, goes to the end boards, hits the brakes, gathers the attention of three Ravens. She's hit from behind. Looks like she's going to be okay. Floyd comes in to do what captains do. Puck into the corner. Robinson has it, plays it back to Hewitt. Hewitt will fire.
Nice
Shot.
shot
That
by
one's
Kaya.
loose. Nice shot there by Hewitt, and there was a juicy rebound. The Ravens can't get the puck out of the zone. Ravens finally chop it out to neutral. It's on Robinson's stick. We're less than 1 minute remaining. Chargers are on top, 3-1. Puck played into the zone. Ravens collect. Got to pick this player up. It's not time to give up yet. Puck held there, loose. Puck to the middle. Coming up, shot. Oletsky makes the save, but chaos in front. And with 39 and a half seconds, the Ravens claw closer. Player came down through the slot area from the blue line and beats Oletsky. So with 39.5 seconds, the Chargers are going to have to hold on tight, Lucas. All right, coming out.
Thought the Ravens were trying to call a timeout. I don't know if they can.
You don't get timeouts in pool play, if I understand
right.
correctly. Puck comes into the
I'm a
zone.
little surprised.
No goalie pull here. Puck over to the far side. Ravens get to it. Along the blue line. Puck, nice tip there by Miedema. Puck slowed down there, loose. Puck held there, up against the boards. 15 seconds. You got to do the hard work now. Puck plays to the middle. Get it out, get it out, get it out. Hewitt has it, skates in front of her goalie for a second. She's ragging time, just taking it. Hewitt getting the puck, get it out, and that'll do it. And the game is over after a minor heart attack by this broadcaster as the puck was dancing in front of the net. The Chargers hold on and defeat the Ravens by a score of 3-2. Lucas, we signed up for 45 and we got 45.
We did.
All right. Handshake line. Great game here between the Chargers and the Ravens. Chargers win their first two games. We'll get some handshakes. All right. Final score here from the Buffalo Wild Wings rink in Detroit City is Chargers 3, Ravens 2. Players will make their way to their respective locker rooms. And I want to thank our sponsors before we get to our 3 stars of the game. Of course, Kevin Freidig, our American Family Insurance agent, putting all of your teams under one roof. Visit him in Littleton today. Give him a call. He's probably in his office. He might be out and about, but 303 932 6333. The Colorado State Patrol Association, serving its members since 1936. Come sit, stay, your all inclusive pet resort. Bread and Salt, a favorite of this broadcaster's for breakfast and lunch. 2 locations, Littleton and Frisco. Organic Clean Company. Visit their website at organiccleanco.com. Use the code CHAT15 to have 15% donated back to the Chargers. And of course, uh, another sponsor of the Chargers is the Smoking Yards Barbecue, 2 locations, Idaho Springs and Denver. But that brings us to our 3 stars of the game, Lucas. And our proud sponsor of our 3 stars of the game is General Shale, America's largest producer of clay bricks since 1928. More than just bricks, they're building communities. We're building a foundation today, Lucas, and it starts with 2 wins. Our number 3 star of the game, getting things started early with a goal and winning some big face-offs, doing some magic, Emma Bendrit. She got things started first minute of the game.
Set the precedent.
The number 2 star of the game with a goal early in the second, doing the hard work, doing the things that captains do. You see one of your players take a big hit, who comes up to make sure it doesn't happen again? Team captain Maddie Floyd. She's your number 2 star of the game. And your number 1 star of the game, I said her name several times today. She was magical all game long, and that's Clara Prill. She got the second goal in the first, and she played arguably the best game I've seen her play this season today.
Great game.
Absolutely. So there you have it, folks. Those are your 3 stars of the game here from the Buffalo Wild Wings rink. We'll be back here tomorrow. We'll see if we can solve some internet issues tomorrow.
We're back early tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. You got to set your alarm clock again. And I get it. I know it's Saturday. You probably want to sleep in. You've had a full week of this whole sun up early, goes down early. I understand. But you get to stay at home. You get to be in your jammies. You can put on your favorite listening jammies if you want. But
Yep.
tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Colorado time, 8 a.m. here in the Eastern time zone, the Chargers will have a game and they'll be playing against, let's see here, I want to get this right, the Sabre Hockey Association. And that game time is 8:10 a.m. here at the Buffalo Wild Wing rink. You ever have wings for breakfast, Lucas?
Nope. I
It's
haven't.
good. Yeah, it's protein.
You could do like a chicken boneless wing and waffles.
Good point. See, that's why he's the best, folks. That's why he's the best. Well, for my cameraman and engineer extraordinaire, Lucas Leiferman, and myself, Larry Oletsky, the least important person in the broadcast, final score here from Buffalo Wild Wing is Chargers 3, Ravens 2. We'll see you tomorrow morning, bright and early. Thanks for joining us, folks.
Have a good night.